Support comes from Troy University's Trojan Cafe, offering handcrafted Starbucks beverages and a wide assortment of meal and snack options. Located on Troy University's Montgomery campus, across from the Rosa Parks Library and Museum.
From Troy Public Radio, this is the Newswrap from In Focus, and I'm Carolyn Hutchison. Todd Stacy, host of APT's Capital Journal, discusses the results of the recent 2nd Congressional District election. And the Wildcard gives us goosebumps. Todd Stacy, welcome back to the Newswrap.
Good to be with you.
Todd, I was following the Alabama Daily News, which you publish, and noticed information about the election results. Can you share that with us today?
Well, that's right. We had an election this week, but it was a pretty low turnout. These special elections called by the governor after the legislature essentially redrew the congressional districts to look like the map they passed 3 years ago, rather than what the court redrew. This is a response to the Supreme Court. So the big races were in Alabama's 1st District, where Jerry Carl, former congressman, prevailed on the Republican side. But the closer race looks like it's going to be in Alabama's 2nd District. The two nominees are Rhett Marcus. He won handily on the Republican side. And Shamari Figures didn't even have to contest anybody. So he is the Democratic nominee. Now that's the race to really watch, because while it was drawn to be pretty favorable to Republicans, this is likely to be a good year nationally and in the state for Democrats. So Shamari Figures, being the incumbent, even though the district has been redrawn, has a fighting chance. And so both national parties are really paying a lot of attention to that 2nd district, which is here in Montgomery all the way down to the southeast corner of the state. And you're going to see a lot of money spent on both sides, because Democrats are really eager to pick up enough seats to control the majority, right? Gain the majority in the House of Representatives.
There are those who would like to see Alabama all Republican, but I've heard one of your guests say on the show, if the Democrats get the House, Alabama does need more representation.
Well, that's right. And that's always been the case. So when I was working up there in Congress, you had years when Barack Obama was president. So it was really helpful to have Terry Sewell there, who was not only in the Democratic caucus, but personal friends with the president and the first lady. That really helped. Same thing when Biden was there. And for Representative Sewell, the same thing existed when Trump has been in office, right? Because Republicans are closer with Trump and that administration. So it works both ways. And Alabama has historically had a lot of success doing that with a bipartisan delegation. So as much as the national party really wants it to be one way or the other, there's no question that in divided government, it pays to have a bipartisan delegation.
Well, as we prepare for all of the advertising, the political advertising between now and November, what we need is a wild card. What do you have?
Well, yeah, this is a fun story. This pet goose. Who in the world has a pet goose? But if you live on a farm, you might. This comes from a farm in Texas where at night the barn caught on fire, and this family didn't know it, but their pet goose started howling and alerting the family that the barn was on fire. And thank goodness the goose kind of saved the day, because they wouldn't have had another way to know and get that fire put out. As annoying as geese can be, this hero goose seemed to save the day.
I went to YouTube and I heard the goose.
Yeah, quite the honk.
There you go. Well, who is on Capital Journal tonight at 7:30, Sunday at noon, and on YouTube?
We are on location at the Business Council of Alabama's annual Government Affairs Conference. Lawmakers, other elected officials, the entire congressional delegation, the governor, down at Point Clear at the Grand Hotel, business leaders from all around the state. Capital Journal was given special access. So I'll be talking to the Speaker of the House, President Pro Tem of the Senate, members of our congressional delegation, BCA leadership themselves. It's a unique opportunity to take viewers inside the preeminent conference in state government there in Point Clear.
Well, I can't wait to hear it and watch it, so I thank you for joining us today for the Newswrap.
Thank you.
Host Todd Stacy joined us from Capital Journal. More information is at the aptv.org website. Thanks for joining us for In Focus, which is a podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And feel free to get in touch at infocus@troy.edu. I'm Carolyn Hutchison, and this is listener-supported Troy Public Radio.